Vanakkam. I will respect my salute my leader, a revolutionary leader, ionical leader, leader of distinction, leader of devotion, former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Puratchi Thalaivi Amma. Basically I'm a doctor, I'm a surgeon. I know about the blood and knife and healing the wound and patients' drugs. But I don't know about IoTs, machine learning, and Internet of Things, robotics. These are the new things to me. The fate given me a very good opportunity. திருவள்ளுவர் சொன்னதைப் போல் எண்ணியது எண்ணியாங்கு எண்ணியவர் திண்ணியராதர் பெறின் என்று சொல்வார் வள்ளுவர். ஒருவர் எவ்வளவு பெரிய காரியமாக இருந்தாலும் மனதில் உறுதியோடு இருந்தால் அந்த காரியத்தை உறுதியாக இருப்பவர் வெற்றிக்கு கொள்வார் என்பதை வள்ளுவர் சொன்னதைப் போல் I am talking in front of you. I am very happy to join with you in this evening meeting. Once again, thank you to TiE, which the organization given me opportunity to talk in front of you. The delegates who's off the dais, on the dais, Mr. Jai Vishwanathan, Executive Director, Silicon Valley, Mr. Vijay, Executive Director, TiE Global, Mr. Arun, President, Silicon Valley, elect. We have the Tamil Nadu government headed by our Chief Minister, and the IT Minister is headed by the Department of Information Technology and Communication, and which constitutes the 4 departments. The ELCOT, which the works of headed by our Managing Director Vijayakumar, which is having the works of 8 ELCOS special economic centers, which is present in the Tier 1, Tier 2 cities like Chennai, Madurai, and Coimbatore, Salem, Hosur, Tirunelveli, and Salem and Trichy. These are the 8 places we are having the special economic zones, which contains 1,356 acres. All the investors, new entrepreneurs, and so many valued companies like HCL, Sintel, all TCS, Cognizant, so many leading companies, Wipro, also invested on that areas. And I have announced in my minister announcement during the assembly period, newly Ramanathapuram district and headquarter is Ramanathapuram and Kadalur, the new 2 ELCOS is going to be set up in very soon. The State Art and Culture is State Data Center and State Data Recovery Center, and we contains TANSWAN, Tamil Nadu State Wide Angle Network. And another thing, the TAC TV, Tamil Nadu Arasu Cable TV. This is a very big corporation, which only the very big corporation which is having by the government, all the other states in India running by the private people. Whereas in Tamil Nadu, we have a customers of 5 million customers with analog and digital services by the state government of Tamil Nadu, which the yearly revenue is 200 crores. And another thing, and the e-governance department is headed by Mr. Santhosh Babu, IAS, and which is, we have a e-service center. So whatever the government gives, whatever services given to the public, the directly at the common man, end stage, village, people can get the services through all the e-services centers. We are giving 207 services. Our goal is 700 services. With the help of central government, we have recently announced and through the cell phone services, Umang services is given. Umang means, and the 3 services through the URL services, and download the app and get the URL, and the URL which can download the individual by the income certificates and nativity certificates and the community certificates can be directly individually download from the home itself. And another thing, we have given a job for new and young entrepreneurs and new youngsters. About 10,524 youngsters have got the job in this department. Another one is TANFINET. This is very much important department, which is another milestone for Tamil Nadu government, which is reached the goal against in the zenith. So the 12,524 villages going to connect with the optical fiber cable, which is block to village panchayat. 12,524 villages present in the village panchayat present in the Tamil Nadu government, which is connected through block to village panchayat by the optical fiber cable. And another thing is capital of district to block, that is another project is Tamilnet, that is 436 crores. This optical fiber cable connection block to village panchayat is all over Tamil Nadu. Newly the central government has allotted the fund about 3,500 crores, and with the sandwich of Tamil Nadu government also giving 430 crores, about 4,000 crores we are going to spend, and October 2nd week we are going to float the tender. And we have met with so many MNCs and leading companies today with Ericsson and Intel, all Austin in the AMD and Austin Association of Chamber of Commerce and Austin Pacific Chambers of Commerce, and we have spoke about all those things. They are all very much interested in servicing and joining with us. And this optical fiber cable will be connected to the end stage people or the villagers, all the householders, with the connection of triple play services will be given to the public. One is video, another one is voice, another one is connectivity, another one is IPTV, Internet Protocol TV will be given. So other thing, nowhere in the country in the Tamil Nadu will be the topmost in the other states. And another thing, the Tamilnet project. The Tamilnet project is a 430 crores project, will be connected block to the capital of the district. So these project also connected at the end stage. And another thing, we have recently released, the Tamil Nadu government has been released policy, ICT policy 2018, and the last policy was released in 2002, which was released in 2002, and now our department has a good initiative and took effort and to release the 2018 policy of Tamil Nadu government, which gives a lot of benefits to new entrepreneurs and tax benefits and incentives and stamp duty free and single window clearance. You may think of red tapeism and all bureaucracy will have a hindrance to the new entrepreneurs, but no. I can give the assurance within 45 days of MOU, we will clear all those things, all support will be given to the new entrepreneurs, those who are presenting here, those who are living here, we are all Tamil people is very much eager to invest, and all over people from India or from San Francisco, Silicon Valley, those who are present here, you are all very much interested and you must invest in Tamil Nadu. We are all inviting you and with all good support. And another thing, we have a very good startups. Startup center, one is 90-seater capacity startup center at Coimbatore, Chennai at Tidal Park. Another one is at Coimbatore, 64-seater startup with the knowledge partner of NOSCOM. So another thing, very much our former Chief Minister's dreamline project, which is free laptops to young and all school students, those who are studying at +2s and polytechnic colleges. Now we are planning to that till date from 2011 to 2017, we have given 38 free laptops to the students, those who are studying in the government school and private school, all wherever the students doing +2 in Tamil Nadu, we are giving the free laptop through the government. And this year we have floated the tender for 15 lakhs, that is all 1.5 million laptops going to be given to the students, +1 and +2 students. So another thing, we are in the school education department going to do 6,000 classrooms, smart classrooms for upcoming academic years. And mainly thing, on January 23rd, 24th, we are going to have a global investors meet in Chennai. So I am inviting you, people are ready to invest and come and participate in the gym. It will be benefited to all entrepreneurs and those who are doing the business. Now we are planning to, today we have a chat with Mr. Jai and all the TiE people, those who are present here, and Government of Tamil Nadu and TiE also going to to join with us and have a MOU, going to MOU strategic partnership for new entrepreneurs for giving the support by the Tamil Nadu government with the knowledge partners. Once again, I would like to thank you all, those who are present here. Thank you, TiE, those who are giving opportunity to talk in front of you. And thank you very much. Vanakkam, Nandri.
It's too heavy to carry. Good evening, friends. Anivarkum Vanakkam. Cheers from Tamil Nadu, Government of Tamil Nadu. The Honorable Ministers really stolen the thunder from my presentation. There's actually nothing that I can speak. He has covered everything. This is virtually a homecoming for me also. I have done some studies at Harvard in 2014, came back, and last 4 years I was in Tamil Nadu Handicrafts Development Corporation. If you know, it's known by the brand name Pumpuhar. And possibly you should see the organization today. It's one of the most connected organizations anywhere in India. It's completely online, any aspect of governance. We've brought virtual reality Pumpuhar showrooms. If you come to Chennai airport, you will see the airports is completely designed interiors by us, around 8 to 10 airports. So every aspect of governance. So from that, I was trying to do a lot of IT with a lot of vengeance, because I was IT secretary in 2011 and I was literally pushed out, some time back. I was MD ELCOT and Director E-Governance for 3-4 years. So I'm an old hand at this. I have been in touch with TiE members in India. I attended a lot of TiE conferences. Let me thank TiE for giving us this wonderful platform, because here we are facing the Honorable Minister was facing the captains of industry, as it were, those who have graduated from India, those who have come here and set up industries, and today are thriving and prospering and trying to give back to the country. So I know the value of your time. We know the value of your time. The Honorable Minister was very keen to meet up with all of you, and I'm thankful to Mr. J. Vishwanathan, Mr. Ravi Vijayakumar, the incoming President of TiE, Mr. Arun, and Sri Sirisa, who met us in the as a prelude to this meeting, before this meeting. I'm thankful to all of them for giving us this opportunity to speak to all of you. The Honorable Minister has actually covered almost all aspects. Let me again reiterate what Sir has said. There are 4 or 5 organizations which work under the Honorable Minister, one is ELCOT, Vijayakumar is heading it. Second is the Tamil Nadu E-Governance Agency. which has got 100 budding engineers there, very interesting talent there. Then the TAC-TV, which is the Tamil Nadu Arasu Cable TV Corporation. And fourth is the TANFINET. And TANFINET, the Honorable Minister explained, is going to change the fate of Tamil Nadu as well. Because, you know, that is one organization which has got the mandate today from the Government of India, the Telecom Commission, for rupees 4,000 crores. I think it's 4,000 crores. I don't know how much it translates to in US dollars, something around 750 to 800 crores, $800 million dollars. This will give bandwidth connectivity right up to the village level, up to 1 Gbps. And from there going forward, if there are entrepreneurs at the village level to monetize that, then we can give between 10 and 100 Mbps at a household level. So imagine what the Honorable Minister was telling about the 1.5 million laptops that are going to be given. So if a laptop is given without connectivity, you can imagine what services can be given. If a laptop is given with that kind of connectivity, you can imagine what difference it can make to the child when he or she is studying, streaming media, education, entertainment, e-governance services, which Honorable Minister was alluding to. A lot of e-governance services are happening as of now. We'd like to give it a push forward and make it maybe 750 to 1,000 services. The idea of the Honorable Minister is that no citizen should visit a government office. You know, the red tape or the black tape or whatever happens when you come and see my face. And then I kind of put a premium on that and then, you know, start having a transaction cost going. So the ideally e-governance or good governance should be when nobody comes to the government office. Governance is not seen, governance is felt. So that's second part. And third is TAC-TV, which is which has a head-end, digital head-end and giving a large number of services. We are the prime movers in the television industry today. And then there's the Tamil Virtual Academy. Those who are the Tamil diaspora here would like to connect back to India and learn Tamil if your children are not good in Tamil. This is one of the methods through which we can. My job here is to give you a little presentation on why you all should invest in Tamil Nadu. So Tamil Nadu has got a GSDP of 193.55 billion, and it's growing. It's growing at 11.2%. As you know, India is growing at 7.4%. We are growing at 11%. The services industry, all of you know that. All of you know that, and it's increased, registering a CAGR of 8.17%. And Chennai obviously is a financial center. All the foreign banks are there. The World Bank has its headquarters there, has its back office there. The cumulative FDI inflows in the state has been to the tune of 26.52 billion. This is a robust infrastructure in terms of connectivity, airports, ports, roads. Yesterday in one of the conferences with the Austin Greater Chamber of Commerce, they were asking about the road connectivity. And let me tell you, some of the roads are as good as what we saw at Austin yesterday. Of course, you don't have the same ecosystem around it. The roads are very good. You can, the IT industry, I can see on a Saturday, on a Friday, many of them take their vehicles and just travel out because it's so beautiful to travel on those roads. So right up to the village, the connectivity has been excellently good. And there's a former Honorable Chief Minister's Vision 2023, which encompasses a lot of the things that the Honorable Minister said. And as you're aware, Tamil Nadu is a land of traditions, temples, and technology. So you can see all these things happen. It's a Detroit of the South. All the IT majors, all the industry majors in car industry are there. It's home to classical music. All the global software majors are there. And the figures say that Gujarat, Delhi, and Tamil Nadu have been the states which have attracted most fresh investments. These are the snapshots of why Tamil Nadu is doing well. 8.4%, second largest contributor to India's GDP, 11% contribution to India's industrial output, 17% state share in number of factories higher than that of any other state, 16% state share in India's industrial workforce, ranks third in terms of the cumulative FDI inflows, 28% contribution to the energy capacity. This is very interesting because the maximum the majority of the investments and majority of the output that has come in the renewable sector is from Tamil Nadu, especially the wind energy sector. Number of India's technical manpower, and this need not be overemphasized. We have around 600 class engineering colleges, classy engineering colleges, producing lakhs of engineering graduates, and around 18 to 20% of those engineers are in the ITS sector, and 48% is urbanized. So it's a fast urbanizing state. The quality of the HR resources are good, but still there needs to be some finishing touches. So we have finishing schools like the ICT Academy, which has been established with the Government of Tamil Nadu and the industry coming together and trying to make these ITIT students into world-class players. So the advantage of Tamil Nadu is high economic growth, rich talent pool, infrastructure, large industrial base. And the economic snapshot, I said, the GSTP. Then the ITS sector. It's a world's largest sourcing destination with a share of 55% of US dollars, 185 to 190 billion in 2017-18, account of a 9.5% of GDP. Amongst leading employment generators. So, as you are aware, one IT job means 1:9 indirect jobs. So, that contributes a huge numbers to the skilled and unskilled labor. Third largest startup hub in the world with 4,750 units. The Honorable Minister was talking about the startup warehouse. Now, today the interesting thing that has happened post the discussion with Mr. Arun and Ms. Jay and Mr. Vijay is that we are going to have a strategic tie with TiE immediately. This is an immediate resolution that the Honorable Minister has taken. The moment we go back, we will try to get this paper moving to ensure that there is an organic, formal tie-up with TiE, which means, there's a TiE, we understand, is a non-profit organization, so obviously there's no need for some funding from the Government of Tamil Nadu for ensuring that there's a sustainable. So people say that, these officers come, the ministers come, have a nice trip, they enjoy the facilities and go back. We don't want that to be like that. We'd like to go back and ensure that there's sustainability built into this relationship that we have established today. So that's something which is happening. And on the startup thing, yesterday we were at Austin, and one of the things that the ICT, the Austin Chamber of Technology was telling was, why don't you bring your startups to Austin, and why don't you train them up here? The same thing was, I think, told by Ms. J. Vishwanathan also. This is interesting because, as I understand it, the startups behave very locally. They look at local solutions, so they will have India-centric or Tamil Nadu-centric solutions, and then their kind of bandwidth is limited to that sector, that area or that locale. Whereas if they get exposure in the US, the kind of market share they're going to get is immense. So this is something which we would like to take up as a policy. We'd like to ensure that our youngsters who are in the startups who would want to come and have a tie-up with TiE, see their incubators and accelerators, etc., are given facilities like airfares, staying facilities, etc. These are some of the incentives. Not everything can be given by government, but definitely we could support them with incentives, financial incentives, as it were. We already have, as the Minister said, IT warehouses for startups in Chennai, and Coimbatore is going to happen with the help of NASSCOM. So this has already been said. We call it the IT capital of India, which I don't think with Mr. Arun will agree. Here, my minister says, I have a lot of Kerala in Tamil Nadu, because I'm from Kerala. Like that, he's got a lot of Karnataka in him. So he will not agree, but here we are wanting to say that, Tamil Nadu is the IT capital of India. All the technology majors are there. We would want, all of you know that. I mean, the reason why all of you have hiccups is because if you go there, what happens? Whether we'll get the red carpet. If not the red carpet, at least some carpet. So these are the doubts that you all have. But as the minister explained, and I was surprised because I used to be a critic of this, saying that, when investors come, we should welcome them with all kinds of arms and give them support, services, everything, so that they stay back. I think that's what Gujarat does. And we should kind of emulate that. And I was a bit sore because it's not happening for a long time. But Honorable Minister, and the last 2-3 years, we have seen a big sea change in this. And in the NASSCOM meeting I had with them a few days back, they were saying it's as low as 45 days, which is brilliant. And some of the approvals are deemed approvals. So this should be, kind of music to your ears, because it's never happened before. It has never been like that. I think there's been a lot of policy thrust, a lot of discussions, and a lot of coordination. So the single window, which is actually, we used to call it windows within windows, but now it's actually a single window where the guidance bureau helps you, and we were asking that for IT sector, ELCOT could be the best organization, but it's not happened, but Guidance Bureau, nevertheless, they'll do a great job. Preferred choice of global IT leaders, everybody is there, you know that. Home to global companies, investments in Tamil Nadu is climbing steadily, although in the last 2 years it's not a great growth, but growth nevertheless. IT exports have also been steadily climbing. Employment in the IT sector is also climbing, as you can see in the ELCO CES, that is the Special Economic Zones established by ELCOT, as well as the total numbers from the STPI units and all the SEZs. And ELCOT has promoted since last many years, ELCOT has promoted around 9 IT parks in the deep hinterlands of Tamil Nadu. So as the Honorable Minister said, Coimbatore, Trichy, Madurai, Tirunelveli, Hosur, Salem, you name it, we have. And Honorable Minister hails from Ramanathapuram. You know, Ramanathapuram is a place which is the back of beyond of, really, near to Sri Lanka. And it's, and it's also the place from where Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam hails from. And it's also the place from where Dr. M.Manikandan hails from. So that's, that's one of the reasons why he has made an announcement in the Assembly that there will be ELCOT SEZ coming up in, and one of the leading consultancies is doing the background work whether we can have and how it will go forward. So Kadalur and these two places. So a lot of spaces, all these spaces are filled up actually right now. We have very competitive rates. I think between 15 and 20 rupees per square feet is the running rate now, and we would like to give as much support as possible to all these IT companies. So these are the different places. Hosur, we have 175 acres, Salem 164 acres, Coimbatore 62 acres, Tirunelveli 500 acres. And Tirunelveli is a place where Sintel, I remember bringing the Sintel CMD at that point of time, begging with him to take land there, and ultimately he gave me a New Year gift in terms of, and he built a wonderful space, and now I'm told Sintel has been sold out. And Madurai 1 and 2 has been established, Trichy is established, Chennai has done very well. There, as the Honorable Minister said, the STPI is also coming up with what is called fintech. Fintech. It's a startup for fintech tools, financial tools by startups. Around 46 crores, 23 crores of rupees has been sanctioned. 50 crores of rupees have been sanctioned recently. Land allocation, then module allocation, these are all done by ELCOT. Then private players, world-class built spaces there. The power infrastructure, this is something which all of you have been very suspicious about. We were really power deficit some time back, but last 2-3 years, thanks to the accent on renewable energy, we managed to come back, and we are power surplus by almost 1,000 megawatts. So this is a happy situation because many of you require separate feeders from the grid that can be arranged. Now, the new ICT policy gives structured packages for A, B, C cities. So A city, if it's some investment is more than 500 crores, suppose any of you does that, then we give a structured package, which means a one-to-one. That is not available to others. It will be as per your requirement. So it will be tailored to your requirements. So we'll discuss that, negotiate that, and ink that. And for 350 and above will be in the B cities, and 200 crores and above. So that's for the structure. These are structured packages, but in addition, we have a lot of regular packages, fiscal incentives, administrative incentives, etc., which is there in the ICT policy, which you can download and see. So IT communication infrastructure, large 3 submarine cables are terminating at Chennai. The transport infrastructure, as I said, is outstanding. Education, knowledge hub, you need not go further than Tamil Nadu. In fact, somebody was talking about VIT and IIT, and some of these universities are as good as anywhere in the world, and the private universities especially. Government Anna University is there, NIITs are there, IITs are there, and these are churning out engineers in lakhs, and many of the seats in engineering colleges actually go begging because there are not enough. So enough seats are there. So skilled manpower, again I come to the question of finishing schools. I mean, skilled manpower is something which, you would like to have a German or South Korean model where you actually work with the companies and, when you finish your engineering, you're actually ready for being absorbed. That's not the case in many of the universities in India. We still need to give a little finishing touch. And that will be done by the ICT Academy and other training programs that the government is doing. And we also have around 100 crores of rupees in hand for the skilling of our people in different sectors through NGOs and companies. And there's a huge Government of India funding also in the Skill India program. So these are some of the incentives that, if some of you are thinking that enough is enough and you want to go back to India, these are some of the incentives that you offer. So some of the top schools are there. The international schools in Chennai are some of the best anywhere in the world for BC, for any of this. The social life is great. The hotels are there. The next picture is more interesting, so you can see that. So if you want to shake a leg, you have a space there. So the social infrastructure is amazing. The potential opportunities to invest in all this. So this is part of what we are trying to do with TiE also. This is very serious. Artificial intelligence, virtual reality, Internet of Things, virtual, immersive reality, and all those new technologies which are coming in, especially blockchain, etc. We'd like to experiment. In fact, I was in Pumpuhar, and we are establishing India's first virtual reality Pumpuhar showroom, which means you put your headgear, you can see my showroom, look at all the 1 lakh products, pick it up in 360 degree, give haptic feedback, and buy it there itself. So we have tied up with an institution called KKM Soft, and their software solution comes from actually this place, which is Santa Barbara. And the CEO of that company has been calling me to meet with him. It's called, I just forgot the name, sorry. But it's a major company based in Santa Barbara. So it's possible. It's, actually talking about all these things and actually making it happen is something which we need to, policy is there, but how to make it happen. So we have already done it in here and there. We'd like to make it more universal. In all these sectors, we'd like to invite investments on artificial intelligence. Today we had a discussion with Ericsson. Ericsson is one company which is doing, which has got 3 centers for artificial intelligence. One is here, second is in Sweden, and third is in Chennai. Okay, so we were saying that we'd like to be associated with you, and we'd like to provide as much support as we want in terms of government policy or incentives or whatever. And so that's one. So second thing can be on Internet of Things. If some of you are working on that, we'd like to sign an MOU. As the Honorable Minister said, one of the reasons, the main reason why we have been deputed here is for the Global Investors Meet. And another team currently is in China for the industrial part. We are here for the ITS. So 23rd and 24th of January 2019, we'd like to invite Mr. J. Vishwanathan and Mr. Vijay Menon, Mr. Arun, and the full team. And anybody who wants to visit us, please take our email IDs. Please contact us. We'll make your visit as fruitful and as nice as possible. That'd be an opportunity for you to showcase. And we'd like to, one of the things with these global investors meet is that it's a little political. So they would like to sign MOUs. So we would want you to come to us early. MD ELCOT Vijay is there. We have a full team sitting there. We'd like to discuss the modalities of those MOUs. And we'd like to go through with that to ensure that you get what you want. So this is what the Honorable Minister was talking about, the new ICT policy, which has been released on 10th of this month by the Honorable Chief Minister. This has got a lot of incentives going forward for investors, especially startups. If there are things which are not mentioned in that, we would like to take it and hear from you and discuss. So there's something called a rural BPO policy also, 2012. So these are the agencies which deal. One is ELCOT, second is Guidance Bureau, then we have SIPCOT, then we have TANSITCO. So a lot of these agencies are dealing with the key promoters of investments So this is the logo for Global Investors Meet, 23rd and 24th of January. We would want all of you to come, if possible, take a flight, come early, tell us, inform us what you'd like to do there. For you also, many of you would like to come home. Some of your Tamilians or those who want to come home, you can arrange your homecoming in such a way that you are able to attend this program also. We'd like to put people individually for escorting you and ensuring that you have a nice stay in Chennai. So that's it from me. Minister and I are willing to take questions. Thank you. Actually, Chennai is managed by what is called the Chennai, what is it called? Metro Water. Metro Water. Chennai is managed by Metro Water, and the rest of Tamil Nadu, the potable water is supplied by the TWAD board. And the last 2-3 years, we have been able to supply to the last mile, so which is kind of good, because we had situations where lorries used to supply all the time. So come a summer, we are through. But this time we are also expecting good rains, which means, you know, the reservoirs and aquifers will be full. So we don't have a problem with the water anymore. It's been well managed. We call it Kuttu Kudineer Thittam. It's an integrated water supply project. And this has reached the nooks and corners of every village. As the Honorable Minister said, 12,524 villages. Every village is connected. So tap water supply is available at the village level. Of course, individual household connection might not be there, but right at the village, it's there. It's not an issue anymore. But you can't, wish away a fact that come a drought, we may still have a problem.
Hi, I'm actually from IIT Madras. As far as entertainment goes, I'm perfectly happy with Rajni movies. So that's not a problem. But one thing is, we are an automated driving technology company, and actually we're incubated through IIT Madras. And we are trying to solve, congestion problem, traffic congestion. It's a worldwide problem. And in Chennai, definitely it's much more conspicuous, but I'm not holding it against you, because we see that as an opportunity, and it's worldwide problem. Bay Area has huge traffic problem, but we are developing some fundamental technology that can actually address this traffic congestion issues within collaboration with IIT Madras, So, and we actually recently signed an MOU even with AP state government, and we wanted to see if we could kind of engage with the government, because roads are owned by the government so far, and we definitely want policyholder support. And pushing a problem under the carpet is not going to help us, because we see that as an opportunity. You don't need to worry that we are not going to come there because we are already there. But we see that as an opportunity, and we want the government to kind of work with us.
Your good name, please? Good name?
My name is Surya, and our company's name is Sirap Technologies. We also have CEO based out of Bangalore, and I'm the CTO based out of here as well, in the Bay Area. And we are incubated through IIT Madras, and we have a team already in the research park working on this problem, essentially.
Thank you, Mr. Surya. I think traffic issues are more behavioral than technological, right? But I agree. Technological solutions can definitely bring differences. A carrot and stick policy would always be the most useful. I'm personally very much involved in this traffic, how to ensure traffic like you have here, at least it keeps moving. Yeah. No, we will welcome anybody who would like to come and give a presentation, like this Mr. Young, this man Karunakaran was wanting to say software, want to demonstrate software. We have no issues coming there. But in government, there's something called tendering, right? So we can't just take one software and do it. If we look at an application, right? No, you are incubated by IIT, so that's an added incentive. So, but we could look at this and then see whether the traffic police and the other departments which are connected would like to have a look at it. You are welcome. We'll exchange the cards, and you are welcome to give a presentation to us, sir. And the Honorable Minister was talking about a metro rail, which is kind of eased the traffic. But again, then now you are selling your software. Yeah. Anyways, no, I agree with you.
Yeah. Hello.
Thank you.
Because you have so many.
I know. Yeah. Honorable Minister, I'm KRS Murthy. I've done over 15 big data, IoT, AI, ML conferences. One of the things that's a good idea to do is do major international conferences to attract talent from here to come there when they get to think of what there is there to invest. And also one more I wanted to mention is nanotechnology. I'm the founder of the IEEE Nanotechnology Council, done hundreds of events and 20 conferences, international conferences. That's another center of excellence that Tamil Nadu could have. And please comment on that.
Sir, very thankful to you for that question, for that statement. Because the Honorable Minister announced in the Assembly that from this year onwards, we will have something called Tech Forum every month. So we plan to bring the best in technology, the good speakers. And I was told by TiECon, Mr. J. Viswanathan, that on the blockchain technology, there's a lady by name Radhika Iyengar, who's an expert on blockchain. Now, we'd like to hear, and because, we are bureaucrats, we hear bits and pieces of technology, and we'll continue to talk because you give a mic, we can talk. But it will not make much sense. But we want to bring people who can make sense, listen to them, understand, and then, act on it. So we will be very willing to have you come over and speak, but you have to take that effort to come over and speak. Yeah, at the conference, every month we'll be holding this in the Secretariat preferably, because, many of the IAS officers, IPS officers are there. So this is a tech forum, which we are going to launch in October, coming 2019. Thank you.
Hello.
I know. We missed it, I think.
Hey, my name is Murali Jambunadan from Omega Solutions. Welcome. Thank you very much for coming in. See, I am running a company called Omega Solutions. I am basically from Tiruchirappalli. Fortunately or unfortunately, I have a land which they say that particular land is in ELCOT in Tiruchirappalli. My father used to tell, when he's going to come, man, எப்படா வரப்போதுரா ஏன்டா இப்படி வாங்கி வச்சிருக்க நாயும் பூனையும் போயிட்டு இருக்குப்பா அப்படின்னாங்க. இப்போ anyway, I got an eye-opener that you people have come. I'm very much interested to see and to know what type of plan you have in Tiruchirappalli, which say the in IT side. Do you have anything? If it is there, it's fine. If it is not, it's also fine. I can move it in Chennai, of course. I want to invest and get into the startup in...
See, Navalpat is your village.
Yes, exactly. I forgot the name.
Yeah.
Good, thank you very much. Really, it is coming, man. It is really coming.
That's a village. So Navalpatil, we have established a special economic zone.
Okay.
It's around 200 acres of land, and a lot of companies have taken space there. The land is also available at a low rate. So you could take land or take a space inside the SEZ to establish whatever unit you want.
Okay.
A lot of incentives that an SEZ offers. Okay. Because this is also getting into the sunset clause very shortly. So it will be very good for you to come and invest early. Because when you get into the sunset clause on IT, you get 50% benefits only. Right now we are getting 100% benefit, which means you don't pay income tax.
Oh, thank you.
When you go into sunset clause for the next 5 years, you have to pay 50%. After that, again, so finally you will end up paying the full amount. But the initial period of establishing a unit, you will get a lot of benefits, in addition to all the benefits that the policy envisages.
Thank
you. So
we'll
request you to come and invest big time.
Definitely, I'm coming.
Trichy is a going place. It's got a hell of a lot of technical talent available. Right.
Definitely. Because
thank you. Our data recovery center is also located in that special
data
economic
center.
zone.
Yes, my son is very much interested in all data.
Yeah.
Hidden data and unhidden data, all things.
You have my card, Mr. Jambunadan.
Yes, you have
my card. Just be in touch with me, contact me.
Thank you. I'm coming there. Jay Viswanathan, I tell you that I want to take the help of TiE also to introduce.
Thank you.
Trichy has an international airport. Madurai has an international airport. Coimbatore has an international airport. Hosur has a small airport ready for flying under the private sector. Then Salem has an airport, not international. Yeah, all these places are connected. Tuticorin also has an airport.
So I want to acknowledge the fact, I mean, they're talking about welcoming entrepreneurs to India. We started our company in IIT Madras last month. But in 2011, when Dr. Santhosh Babu was the IT sector, was at ELCOT, he gave us the first opportunity to actually test all the e-commerce web applications. I'm from Andhra, but we didn't get Naidu to do it. And Dr. Santhosh Babu gave an opportunity. Today we are in 11 states. Of course, we're in several countries in the US. We work for the US government. We came out of the government. And we first approached Tamilnadu and said, hey, we want to do something in India. What can you do? We went to the same L1, L2, L3. And he finally said, you know what, guys? There is no way you will survive if you go through that process. Let me help you. And they walked us through. We started with 3 people. In Chennai, we have 60 cybersecurity guys and one of the top growing company in India. Of course, we are in the US as well, about 150 people in the US. But Chennai gave us a very good welcoming opportunity. So I wanted to make sure I acknowledge that. And I just remembered him and we met with him. Thank you, sir.
This will be the last question.
Incidentally, since Srinivas talked about cyber security, we are establishing what is called a CERT-TN. CERT-IN is the national organization which deals with emergency response on attacks and etc. So a similar setup is coming up in Tamil Nadu. It's called CERT-TN, shortly going to be commissioned.
Perfect. Very specific question. I am Tushar Kant. I'm first of all very impressed with the fact that we have both the Honorable Minister and the Honorable Secretary are medical doctors. I'm really impressed. So now I'm going to turn around and make it a little difficult for you guys. There is an area of e-healthcare where we can have hospitals in remote parts of, let's say, Tamil Nadu, where the doctors and the hospitals do not have all the infrastructure. They can do some scanning through IoT or endpoint devices, upload it and send it to people across the world who can basically provide them with diagnosis. And it's a kind of solution which can be a combination of artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, and any kind of technology that you can think about. And that is, as you can imagine, one of the biggest challenges India has, providing cheap and affordable healthcare. Any steps you guys have planned or thinking in terms of enabling something like this, especially that both of you are medical doctors who want to serve people? Thank you.
Your good name is?
My name is Tushar Kant.
Tushar.
Yeah, I actually run a forum of IITians in artificial intelligence and machine learning. Happy to help you in any way you can.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, good that you asked this question. Formally, there's no program in government to do this, but we have been helping Apollo Hospital for telemedicine using our bandwidth, TN1 bandwidth earlier, which is TN1, Tamil Nadu State Wide Area Network. Going forward, the internet backbone that we are establishing, and mind you, this is a 4,000 crore investment that we are making starting October 2019. And we are promised to complete by 31/3, which is impossible, 31/3/2019. But we think that this bandwidth will drive not only e-health, e-education, and a whole lot of stuff. But you've given us an idea. But this is again to be driven by the Health and Family Welfare Department. We will discuss with them. I think currently a large number of NGOs are doing this, sending the photographs across WhatsApp, etc. To doctors, but there's no formal program. But we will work on this. Maybe we'll come back and you'll see some change in the next policy that's coming out. Thank you.
My name is Padu Govindaraj. I'm coming from Coimbatore. I live here. I run a startup called CareVM, which is for elder care. It's a senior care industry in the healthcare area. I'm also a co-founder of American Tamil Entrepreneurs Association out of Bay Area. We have 5 chapters now. Thank you. We have a lot of people around. And my question is, we are looking at this kind of event once in a while, like about 3 months. I'm also a long-time volunteer of TiE, the TiE team very well. I've been involved in that. We don't have the continuity, particularly with respect to our northern neighbors, right? Couple of neighbors, every 3 months somebody will be here, either the chief minister or the IT minister or somebody will be there. They are so focused on this to bring people, right? To build the bridges. So what are we going to do from Tamil Nadu perspective? We have a lot of organizations here. We can go back and forth and do. Last gym, I remember, I don't remember who it is, but we met. We had an event here in TiE. But what is the ongoing plan now? Here after that, you guys are here. What's the plan? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Govindra. Yesterday, actually, in Austin, we met with a couple of individuals whom we thought could be anchors for us. We decided in our minds, we discussed also, to maintain the continuity. You go, then you come back, you forget everything. So we were discussing that as individuals. Why don't we give an incentive to this person so that he's the representative of Tamil Nadu government and he will talk with all the companies, etc., and come back to us. Today, with the discussion with Mr. Arun and others, they were saying, and that's very pertinent, they were saying rather than an individual, because individuals come and go, an organization can do it. So, in fact, that's what happens when these kinds of things happen. When many things conspire to make things happen, they came actually with a written proposal. And this is how, in our minds, we never talked about this before. So they have said that based on the discussion that we have, they'll modify that, send us a proposal, we will put it up to government and ensure that we have a formal tie-up with TiE, which means tying up with 60 chapters. So TiE Global, TiE Silicon Valley, it's an absolute privilege to be tied up and ensure that if we can open an office, that's something which we'll have to discuss because these are costs involved. But definitely we don't want to let this chance go, because your time is 2 hours of your time you're spending for us, and 2 into 200 people is 400 man hours, which is into billions or millions of dollars. I don't want to waste that. That's an opportunity given to us by God, by TiE. So we'll come back to you as early as possible, ASAP. You can take it from me that we'll come back to you in as short as possible, and we'll sign this MOU on 23rd or 24th of January 2019. Nobody's clapping.
Thank you so much. Unless anyone else on the panel would like to say a few. Oh, okay. One final question.
Sorry, I'm being late though. Thanks for answering all the questions. My name is Guna. I'm past president of Bay Area Tamil Mandram. In continuation of the question from Govindraj, independent of whatever happens behind the scene, government changes, what about the policy, gender policy, in terms of long-term goal, okay? Whatever the policy that we are putting now for short-term or long-term, what is the gender policy? And is there any one-stop solution for any entrepreneur come and invest or do any business in Tamil Nadu? What is the procedure or who is the point of contact so that it will be easy to navigate any bureaucracy in Tamil Nadu or any places in... My name is Guna.
Yeah, Mr. Guna, I think you missed the presentation.
I know. That's
why So I think everybody will be a little bored by my voice. So there's a single window clearance system, ELCOT, Guidance Bureau, SIPCOT, TANSITCO. These are the different organizations which you showed on the slide. And the policy also tells that. Yeah, so once the policy has been released on 10th of this month, so there will be continuity on that. But the sustainability, see, officers will come and go. Politicians will also come and go. But you are here. You could push that, isn't it? With the next, we can't foretell how it will pan out. But at least for the next 2-3 years, we can be dead sure that this continuity will be there. So for your information, entrepreneurs will be taken through a maximum 45-day time for clearances. So this has been an established practice. Last 2 years we have been doing this. Unfortunately, it's not been talked about or bandied about. Now we are saying that. So 45 days is good enough, compared to 3-4 years that you were spending earlier. Right. Thank you.
Yeah. Can I have one question?
So, Dr. Babu, I just want to also add, especially with our brand new partnership with the Government of Tamil Nadu, the TiE office here in Santa Clara, we have a beautiful office, will serve as an outpost of your government. So it's not like you have to figure out how do I go to Chennai, etc., and figure this out. We are actually going to be their outpost here in the valley. So I just want to offer that you can actually reach out to TiE, and we will help connect to the correct officers in Tamil Nadu.
Hello. Yeah, I have one question. Sorry, this is me. Okay, I'm Keshav. So I got to know that software exports, Tamil Nadu is leading. So basically, I'm a semiconductor guy. I work in Bay Area. I was in Bangalore 10 years before. So I would like to know the focus of Tamil Nadu on electronic manufacturing, because nowadays, like, consumption of electronic device is going high. IoT, artificial intelligence is kind of, boosting this market. So what is the focus of Tamil Nadu government sector?
Actually, there is an ESDM policy, Electronic System Designing and Manufacturing Policy of the Government of India, which gives a lot of incentives. One of the best policies anywhere in the world for ensuring manufacturing activities. But in spite of that, a lot of manufacturing has not happened in India. I don't know for what reason. But we had a discussion with AMD, and we were requesting them, is it possible for you to establish a semiconductor foundry in our state? And we will be willing to support that. And incidentally, they don't do it directly, they do it through partners. So those partners will be coming and meeting us and looking at their requirements vis-a-vis, it's a foundry, a semiconductor foundry, it's an extremely costly proposition. So nobody will invest like that without a benefit that comes to them. So we hope that, on the manufacturing part. The other thing is, a Government of Taiwan team met us a couple of weeks back, and they were looking at ready-made places where they can start a laptop manufacturing. The Honorable Minister was talking about 1.5 million laptop production. Now that's only a policy of the government. It might stop, it might continue. Looking at that market itself, you can't produce, but you had to produce for the world, right? Now, what the response from us was that there are ready-made places where, the Foxconn has left, Motorola has left, where those companies which are left, their spaces are vacant, and we could, allow you a plug-and-play facility in as short as possible time. So we have not actually worked on the ESDM policy. We would like, the ITS to be the front runner, but definitely on the manufacturing side, minus the side effects of, manufacturing, because we have had major impact issues with Sterlite and other organizations. So environmental issues minus, if companies are willing to invest, we'd like to welcome them.
Thank you so much for your patience. This is the last question.
Okay, my name is Swami. I'm from Tanjavur. Definitely there is a big change in India, especially in Tamil Nadu on startup. The question here is, I went through your document, this policy document. There is a 10% reduction on the rental for the startups. And I see TiE doing a lot of things in Chennai and as well as Trichy for the startup ecosystem. But other than this 10% reduction and having these two centers in Coimbatore and Chennai, what is the big plan on startups?
So in the policy, there's only mention of startup warehouses in Chennai with the help of NASSCOM and in Coimbatore. There's not much mention. See, policy document, you should not read much into it. It's only an intent of the government. It does not prevent the government from doing much more, right? See, for example, after the discussion with Mr. Arun and Mr. J. Viswanathan, the understanding is that the moment we go back, we will evolve a policy for helping the startups to come here, learn from the accelerators and incubators that you have here, and come back with better ideas. And also, as he said, Mr. Murthy said, we'll like to have continuous conferences, where we get these kinds of ideas in. So that's something, the tech forum notwithstanding, we'll have other fora where we like to, promote startups. So, as I understand from the discussion with TiE and officials, startup is a major thing on the minds of people, right? And possibly we also should put our minds share on that. That's a promise. We'll do that. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Swami.
On behalf of Government of Tamil Nadu and on behalf of Minister for IT and Secretary IT and ELCOT, I'd like to thank TiE officials and all those who are present here amongst your busy schedule, and the people from Tamil diaspora. And from the TiE management, I'd like to extend my heartiest thanks for this wonderful event. And you're all welcome to invest in Tamil Nadu. And we are the facilitators, the ELCOT. And you're welcome to Tamil Nadu and to the global, GYM meet during January 2019. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.